on board the world's only luxury icebreaker. And this ship is gonna be our home for the next 2 weeks as we sail from the northernmost city in the world all the way to the North Pole. We are so excited to take you on this once-in-a-lifetime adventure with us and give you a full tour of this incredible ship.
Whoa, look at that.
It was just launched in 2021, so it's practically brand new. And what makes this trip extra special is that we are the first group of tourists to ever take this ship to the North Pole. Brr!
Thank you.
Good morning from Paris. Today we are flying to the northernmost city in the world. The sun is just rising here, and the thing that's really significant about that is that this is the last sunrise we are going to see for the next 2 weeks.
The first step on our journey to the North Pole was to board a very early flight to the island of Svalbard. Thankfully, we woke up just in time to see the stunning views of the island from above before touching down in the city of Longyearbyen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you at Svalbard Airport.
That has to be one of, if not the most beautiful flight I've ever taken. Good morning from somewhere in the Arctic Ocean. What an incredible place to wake up. Last night as we were leaving Longyearbyen, the views were absolutely stunning. The brown mountains jutting up out of the blue water and the glaciers that just looked like they were flowing into the ocean. Wow. But this morning we woke up and there is no land in sight. We actually won't see land again for another 2 weeks until we get back to Svalbard. Today we have a full day at sea, so I'm gonna finish this coffee, enjoy the views, and then we will give you a full tour around our home for the next 2 weeks.
Welcome to our suite. It is very nice. Come inside. All right, I'm gonna start with giving you a tour of our room, which is the biggest, nicest room we've ever had on a cruise ship. And this whole ship in general is just so nice. I can't wait to show you the whole thing, but let's start with the room. This is our living room. We have a couch and a chair, and every single room on the ship has their own balcony, which is so cool. So I love these giant windows where we can just watch the world go by. That's where Nate was having his coffee this morning. I stayed in here because it's already freezing. And behind me, we have our bedroom. We have this gigantic bed, which when we checked in had a few gifts for us. We each got a reusable water bottle, so there's no plastic in the room, which is really cool. I'm actually most excited about this waterproof bag. But most importantly, matching parkas. We're gonna look so cute on the slopes next year in the matching jackets. Next to the bed, we each have an outlet, 2 USBs, and an American plug on a French ship. And did I mention it's on both sides of the bed? Do you know how big of a deal that is? A theme in this room is that there is storage everywhere. These are all drawers. We have unpacked, put all of our stuff away, which we hardly ever do, but because we're here for 2 weeks and we have the space, why not? Since there's no plastic on the boat, they refilled these glass water bottles for us, and when we're traveling, we don't usually turn on the TV, but we've had this one on all day because it is a live webcam of the front of the ship. What else? What else? What else? They provided a Bluetooth speaker, and it's Bose. They could have gotten any old speaker, but like it's Bose. That's what I mean, just like little things, like the light on this mirror just looks so fancy. I love it. And here, you guessed it, this whole wall, storage. This first one is a coffee maker in the room. Here we have a safe and a refrigerator where the mini bar is included and restocked every single day. It's like we're on a floating all-inclusive resort. And here we've put our shoes. They have a hair dryer, some more clothes. Then another gigantic closet where we have our suitcases put away, our very few nice clothes hanging up, and most importantly, our very own robes. I can't wait to sit in this and watch the icy world go by. Nice and warm. This room is the bathroom. It's beautiful. It looks very modern in here with this granite countertop, these beautiful mirrors with the lights. The shower is huge. They have all the soaps and everything. And of course, a gigantic storage drawer where we've put all of our toiletries. But what I love the most about the bathroom is that the toilet is separate. If you're like Nate and you like privacy when you're using the restroom, you don't like it when your wife tries to go in there. This is great. I think that does it for our room. Let me show you the rest of the ship. Hello. All right, we're gonna start here on deck 3 and make our way up 6 floors to the very top where all the cool stuff is. This is called the expedition room because every time we disembark the ship, it'll be through these doors. And over here on the port side, there's another waiting area, and these are all of our rental boots. So each time we leave, we get to put on these big waterproof boots, and they're on these poles that are heated. So every time we put them on, they'll be nice and dry and warm. Okay, moving on. Follow me up the stairs. Oh gosh. The fourth deck just has the medical center, which hopefully we never have to see. As you can see, deck number 5 is where things start to get interesting. This is like the welcome lounge. We have a 4-story digital art piece to my right and some really cool elevators to my left. Here's the reception desk. This is the travel office, hotel director. This is a new one. We have a cigar lounge, so a room just where people can go smoke cigars. And this is the main lounge. It's super beautiful. We have these big windows, lots of art, books. This is where the champagne came from. Live music. Here is the theater. This is where we've been having our briefings and talks, and we'll come in here and learn more about the Arctic and watch movies. And this is bar number 1. I'll explain more about the bar later. For some reason, Nate's been trying to keep me out of the store. It's got lots of souvenirs, but also useful things like hats and coats and things if you get cold. Or if you forgot, or if you lost your luggage, or if you came from hot countries like we did and have one jacket. Real quick, we want to say a big thank you to Athletic Greens for sponsoring this video. Nate and I have been drinking AG1 by Athletic Greens every day for 2 years straight. And like usual, I like to give you a quick real life example of how we actually love this stuff and not just when we're sponsored. So here we are in Bulgaria making an AG1 on the go for our friend Nathaniel in an old McDonald's coffee cup.
Yum.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. AG1 is so much more than just greens. Just 1 scoop contains 75 vitamins, minerals, whole food source ingredients, prebiotics, probiotics, adaptogens, superfoods, all kinds of things that I was definitely not getting from my diet alone, even if I tried. Which is why I love starting my day with AG1, because then the rest of the day I just have peace of mind that my body has the nutrients it needs to feel and work its best. Hopefully I've convinced you by now to try AG1 for yourself. So if you click the link in the description below or go to athleticgreens.com/KaraNate, you can get the AG1 Immunity Bundle, which comes with this shaker and the jar that we keep in the van for when we're home, 5 free travel packs, which I always stuff in my suitcase when we leave. I stuff like 50 in my suitcase when we leave. And a year's supply of these vitamin D drops that we also take every day to support our immunity. Give it a try. Now, back to the video. That does it for the inside of deck 5. Now, oh, look at this ice! Oh my gosh. Look at these huge chunks. This is nuts. We're less than 24 hours into this trip and we're already hitting ice.
Wow.
They're so much louder. Icebreaker!
Whoa. We just broke through that.
We were told that the most wildlife is gonna be in this area, like between where the ocean ends and the ice begins. So I am on high alert right now for seals and polar bears.
And whales.
And birds. And whales. Are there penguins or no? I think we learned in Antarctica that the penguins are in the south and the polar bears are in the north. If they lived together, the polar bears would eat the penguins. So the only deck that goes all the way around the outside of the ship is here on deck 5, and I'm about to take you all the way around. Faster! Most people speak French, so I have no idea if they understand me. Now that there's ice that we're driving by, I feel like we're going so much faster. That was cool. Just need a little break. I'm just kidding. This bench is heated. It's actually so warm. I can almost feel it through my coat. How cool is that?
Wow. Oh, it feels so good on my hands.
It's gonna burn my hands.
The thing that makes that heated bench even cooler is that all of the heat is actually reclaimed from the engine. So I guess the engine is creating heat as it's running, and somehow they're pumping that heat through the ship to heat that bench, to heat the floors that we're walking on right now, and then one more thing that we'll show you when we get all the way upstairs.
Life rafts? No, dinghies. These are the life rafts. For some reason, we have to get off the ship. I don't know what that reason would be. We would hope to get a notice.
That life raft right there holds 115 people. So if the boat goes down, we're gonna be stuck on that with a lot of our new friends.
The control center.
actually on the back of the boat. That's not where the captain is currently. The captain's up at the front of the boat. But what's interesting is there's actually a bridge on the front of the boat and on the back of the boat. And the reason that they have the bridge on the back of the boat is because if we run into the ice and we get stuck and we have to reverse out, the captain can move to the back of the boat and drive the boat backwards, and he's here to see where he's going.
I must have fallen asleep last night doing that part of the safety briefing. Morning, bitches. Burr, 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 burr. I'm cold, I'm cold. While we were outside, I realized I completely forgot about the back half of deck number 5, so follow me. So there are 2 restaurants on board. This is the first one. It's the much more formal dining experience. It's where we had dinner last night. I just love how much you can see outside, pretty much wherever you are. Every time we hit a big chunk of ice, you kind of feel the floor vibrate, and it kind of sounds like thunder. You hear like all the silverware kind of cling together, and I think that's about to get a little more frequent. Did you hear that? Moving on to deck number 6. So the 6th floor is where all the rooms start. It's basically all rooms, including ours. There is one reason why everyone will end up coming to our floor. So this is our room, and this door brings you to the helicopter pad. So the webcam that we can watch from our room is of this. Right here.
So this is going to be the place to come when we see a polar bear. We can stand out here and observe it walking across the ice. Just a good place to look for wildlife and the place to be to watch the ship bust through the ice. Right at the bow, right where the biggest pieces are cracking off.
Look at all this ice. It is multiplying by the second.
Wow, that's crazy.
I feel like we're in the Titanic.
You can't say that. Iceberg, right ahead!
So we're actually out here this morning. They set up these 2 survival tents. So if for any reason we have to get off the ship, we would get in one of those. And they have these huge, hilarious Teletubby suits that they let us try on, and it was funny. So this is an emergency survival suit. But for some reason, the boat's going down and the captain says abandoned ship. These are under all of our beds.
And now you just kind of like pull it over your heads. Okay. Perfect. Now you
can't really hear anything.
Now you pull to close it.
Yeah,
and
this
then,
would be stressful
and look-
if we were sinking right now.
yes, it was.
Yeah!
Watch out,
Hurry, we're sinking, jump in the tent.
The 7th floor is home to the Duplex suite, which we got a chance to peek inside of earlier this morning. There are 4 of these gigantic 2-story rooms on the back of the ship.
Oh, and your own fireplace.
And their balcony puts ours to shame. Can you imagine if we had our own hot tub on our balcony? Now that we know what we're missing out on, let's head up to the 8th floor, which is mostly rooms.
Except the most important room on the ship.
Hello.
Welcome to the bridge. It is clearly the best room in the house. It's gigantic, windows all the way across, so many screens and buttons, and computers and writing and numbers. Is it on autopilot?
What?
Autopilot?
I spy it.
Yeah.
Watch
Look at this view. I actually just had a really funny moment. I was looking out the window and I was like, oh, Nate, we should totally come back in here at nighttime. I bet they have like lights where they can see, make sure they're not gonna run over a polar bear. And Nate was like, really? And I didn't understand why he wasn't excited about my idea. Then he reminded me that we're in the Arctic and it never gets dark. Okay, let's keep moving. The heaviest door of the whole ship, no doubt.
We are going deep into the belly of the ship. So this is the wet lab. I don't understand what any of this stuff does, but it's all very important. So in addition to carrying tourists to the North Pole, this ship also carries scientists who conduct very important experiments on the ice in areas that they would otherwise really struggle to get to.
So this is the engine control room. Inside of the ship.
Wow.
It's like a drawing. This is the power management system.
20 tons of lithium-ion batteries.
And if we lose the pump and we are in North Pole in 1 hour or 2 hours, we will have minus 25 in
just learned that the hull of the ship is only 5 centimeters. We're breaking all of this ice with 5 centimeters of steel, which apparently is way stronger than I would have thought.
Welcome to the top and final floor. The spa. So the spa is divided into 2 different sections. The first one is the indoor pool, which is obviously heated, but also you can turn on the current and swim against it for exercise. So it's basically like a treadmill for the water. But my favorite part is the detox bar. Here they serve lots of juices, teas, smoothies, iced coffee. But the best part is it's all included. So I'm gonna take advantage of that and order something. Cheers. The other half of the spa has all of the normal spa things. You can get your hair done, you can get a massage, and those all cost extra. However, there are 2 rooms in the back that are free, and I cannot wait to put them to use. No, no more, no, stop. Also, this chair. How great is it? You just sit here and look out these windows and look for polar bears all day long. Continuing with the wellness theme, we have a fitness center with all of these workout machines, including the coolest one I've ever seen. I've never used this before. They have all these handles that you can use like weights, but to change the weight, you just press this magic button on the mirror. How cool is that? And if you're curious about what workouts you can do with that, you just use this screen. So I want to do a full body level 2. And he tells you what to do.
If anybody looks in and sees you working out in your jacket right now, I actually thought when we walked in that this was a mirror. Even the handles are clear.
All right, continuing to the front of the ship and getting a little more unhealthy. Welcome to the observatory lounge. This room is so beautiful. It has all these big comfy chairs. There are tons of games and books and things just to sit and hang out and do while you enjoy the view. And there's another bar. I told you I would tell you how it works. So this giant menu is for the bar, but let me just recap for a second. The mini bar is included, the detox bar is included, all of our meals are included, including the wine that we drink at the meals, and all of the bars have this huge menu where anything that doesn't have a price next to it is included. You could get a pina colada, a Bloody Marys, Cosmopolitan, French kiss, a margarita, you understand. And in the evenings, they have live music. Oh! Wireless chargers. There's another outdoor deck up here on the 9th floor, and I believe this expedition guide is looking for polar bear. Is this not the coolest fireplace? Obviously it's not real fire, but they have this crackling noise, and this is steam. It actually is warm. These are all over the ship. It just really adds to the vibe. Love it. This is restaurant number 2. It's a little more casual. It's buffet style, but also delicious. I know I sound like a broken record, but no matter where you sit, you have a beautiful view.
I think we might have to go around.
Really thought that was gonna open. Take 2. There we go. As usual, we've saved the best for last. The back of the ship has a beautiful seating area and a heated outdoor pool. Oh my gosh, it's actually so warm. Wow. Imagine getting to sit in a hot pool overlooking the Arctic. This view! But what makes it really fun is this side is warm with the same recycled heat from the engines that Nate explained earlier.
Whoa, look at that. We're just making a trail through the ice. Oh no! No!
My shoes are soaked.
What's the temperature of that water over
Get me
there?
out of here. This water's cold. That's what I was coming to say. This water is cold. This water is warm. And now it's not because all the cold water is going over here. My feet are so cold. They're never gonna dry. I'm gonna have wet shoes the rest of the time.
Oh. We're gonna spend the rest of the afternoon looking for polar bears, and then tonight is our first gala dinner.
Well, unfortunately, we haven't seen any polar bears yet, but it's time to get dressed for dinner. Oh, thank goodness that went better than last time.
Oh,
Gosh.
are you okay? You look cute.
5.
My only dress. I will be wearing it every night. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. Course number 1. Course number 2.
D'Espagne, des châteaux fusées.
I really like the label. Course number 3. Truffle pasta.
Bon appétit.
Thank you. Course number 4. Looks like a very fancy deconstructed sandwich. Wow. Thank you. Wow. Oh my gosh, it's the boat.
Don't eat your coffee.
Whoa, the bow is really good. Oh my gosh. I think it's snowing. I can see moisture in the air that's frozen. Oh my gosh, why are we doing this?
We went to dinner. The water has almost totally disappeared, and it is solid ice.
Oh, that's so cool.
Wow.
Crazy.
11:51
Are you serious?
p.m.
It is midnight and it looks like noon.
All right, let's go out. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out.
No.
I'm gonna go out.
Oh gosh. Oh.
You're coming?
Oh, my feet are so cold.
It is 5 minutes until midnight, and it is the brightest that it's been all day. It doesn't get dark, ever, up here. But it's also weird, like, I'm really tired right now. My body knows that it's midnight, and it's such a weird feeling to look out and see that it's daytime.
Still no polar bears.
Wow, look at me, wearing a bow tie and a parka. We're gonna go to sleep, and then we're gonna spend the next 4 days breaking through ice until we get to the North Pole. Also, this is like a once-in-a-lifetime trip. We're so excited about this. We're gonna be capturing every second of it, and we're gonna do an entire North Pole series. Go to sleep.
Good night.
I hope you enjoyed episode 1 of 5 from this North Pole series. Before you go, we wanted to say a big thank you to Swoop for helping us plan this adventure and making it possible, and also a thank you to Ponot for inviting us on board their beautiful ship. If you'd like to travel to the North Pole, or if you need help planning your next polar adventure, we'll leave links to both of these companies in the description below.
Role reversal. Waka waka.